So my formula, right? What I talk about a lot: growth equals innovation plus excellence. That is something I learned very early in life. That growth in any part, whether it's your business, your life, your career, wherever you want growth, it is not a factor of just growth itself. It is a factor of innovation and excellence. So I give this example a lot. People who are trying to lose weight, right? If they all they focus on was stepping on the scale and the scale not going down, they're never going to lose that weight because they're just focused on that. If they focused on eating right and exercising, the factors of losing weight, they will get there. So same thing with growth with companies. Companies who only work on KPIs, they're only measuring all the time, they're never going to get growth, right? They need to focus on innovation and excellence. But even within innovation and excellence, there's a formula. There's 20% innovation that you need to focus on and 80% excellence. And I think that is where the disconnect is. Companies are so good at coming up with ideas because we're all creative, right? By nature, we're all creative. We can solve our own problems if we wanted to. So ideas are easy. Execution, putting excellence behind that idea is hard. So my example that I give to a lot of CEOs is, let's say you have a kid, right? That kid is innovation. That kid didn't exist in this world. He or she is here now. Best type of innovation there ever is, but that is innovation. But in order for that kid to become the person that they need to become, you better show up in their life every single day, through the good days, through the bad days. When you're not a good parent, when you become a great parent, when they do something bad, you can't stop. That is excellence. And that is what organizations need to apply. So in regards to current environments and in regards to the way things are happening, it's when I say excellence, it's these habits that you need to implement. So I'll give you an example. My 10-year plan, right? What I was reading to you over here. Part of my 10-year plan, and I'm going to read this verbatim, is Velani Consulting is $1 billion consulting firm that helps individuals and businesses around the world accomplish their goals. I have started an annual GIE summit where thought leaders, business owners, and philanthropists from all over the world speak on habits for success. I gain my clients through podcasts, keynotes, seminars, and content that I give around the world and is disseminated through an omni-channel approach. Right? That's part of my 10-year plan. That is not constrained by any type of environmental factors. Right? That is a very high-level vision that doesn't matter what happens in the world out there tomorrow, unless if aliens come down, my plan will stay in effect, right? It'll go there. Now, if I go to my 3-year target or 3-year picture for part of that plan, one of the things that I have is I'm an established growth influencer on LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram with at least 500,000 followers. I have an established podcast that gets millions of downloads a month with names like Tony Robbins, Gary Vee on the guest list, and so on. That can change, right? Instagram can go away, LinkedIn can go away, YouTube can go away. So the way you work on your 10-year plan is you break it all the way down to quarterly initiatives. You do 10-year, 3-year, 1-year, quarterly, and even your quarterly is broken down into a project. And then from that point onwards, now that you worked on the business, you now start working in the business. You execute the plan. And on a weekly basis, I have a meeting with my team where we look at our quarterly initiatives to say, are we on track? Do we need to readjust? Do we need to refocus? On a yearly basis, I meet with my team for an annual session to say, are we on track for a 3-year plan? Do we need to readjust? Do we need to refocus? So it's a balancing act. You need to figure out a way to work in your business, which some organizations are great at, but they're not good at working on their business. They're always just looking for issues to solve rather than working on opportunities. And solving issues is going to make you good. And this is not my quote. This is Jim's quote, Jim Collins. But working on opportunities will make you great. And then there's the flip side. There's organizations that are so good at innovating, at coming up with ideas, but that's all they do. They don't execute, right? Jim calls this the doom loop, where they come up with a brand new idea. They work really, really hard. They realize that the idea is hard. They drop it. They have another flash of brilliance, another great idea, work really hard. And what happens is you don't gain momentum. And momentum is scientifically proven, right? Momentum is not a genie in a bottle. It's not a facade. It's true. It's real. So gain momentum by implementing both of these habits. And doesn't matter what climate you're in, you will survive, and some of them will even thrive, right? If you look at the current situation we're in, there's some companies who are thriving, who shouldn't have been thriving, but they had a great model, they had great leadership, they were prepared. And there's some companies who are chasing the new shiny rock, and now that rock is gone and they don't know what to do. So that is how you define a vision, and that's how you stick on and make sure that your vision is executed the right way.